Hello, this is the final project for Programming for Engineers. This is my main .cpp file that contains a while loop, and inside this while loop there are a number of methods. They are all called using some conveniently named objects. This project has 5 classes: messaging class, input output, logic, drawing, and the clean class. The messaging class is a quite simple class, and the only thing it does is output messages on the screen. The next class that I want to talk about is called input-output. The program works by outputting a text on the screen first, asking the user what method of input would the user prefer. The input-output class takes that answer and decides what it is: input from a text file, manually input, or random. Then it stores the data inside a vector called the x-axis. This vector is put inside the private because it's the most important piece of data that I have in this program. This class contains a number of methods, mostly for taking the data out and taking the data in. And this is the .cpp file of the input-output. The next class that I want to talk about is called logic, the logic class. This is the main soul of the program, and what it does is making all the calculations inside it. First, it calculates the shadow of the graph using the data inputted from the user. The way it does that is first calculating the shadows as seen, as if the light would shine from the right side, and then calculates another vector with the shadow as if the light was from the left side. Then it combines the two shadows together and creates a bigger shadow of those two shadows combined. Then, from that vector, it subtracts the vector inputted by user, so it gives the amount of sand. This is the logic.cpp of this class. The next methods the other methods that I have inside the logic are, instead those for calculating, I have vectors for getting out the data from the class, because most of my data is stored in private. The next class that I want to talk about is the drawing class. As the name suggests, this function simply draws the graph on the screen, but it needs some data that it takes from the other classes. The only method here is a method used for drawing, and the other methods are just used for getting the data out of this class. This is the drawing.cpp. The way that I draw the graph is using two for loops. Where are they? Right here. Two for loops. This is the big for loop. This one is the smallest for loop. The big for loop basically is responsible for printing out a new line every single time. And the small for loop from inside prints character after character, making decisions. For example, is the first number so it creates an integer called big, and big is equal with the biggest number that the user inputted. Then it makes a decision: is the first number in the graph smaller than big, and is the sand smaller than big? If both are yes, then print out a space, and so on. And after this loop finishes, before it ends the line, it subtracts a 1 from that big number, and then it ends the line, and so on and so on. Now, the next class that I want to talk about is clean.h. That's the simplest function. It only has things like system pause and system clear. I make it so my program looks neat. Now let's try and build the program. Yep, it runs perfectly. Let me actually build it. Yep, one successful. Now let's try and run the program. First thing first, it outputs some greeting messages. and it asks the user from some type of input. First, let's choose text file. Now it gives some instructions. Create a .txt file in the project directory with the numbers you want to input. Then let's do that. This is the project directory. Let's create a .txt file called numbers. And let's input some random numbers inside it. There is absolutely no limit to the numbers you can input. You can input how many you like. Now it asks for the name of the file. Now it will output the graph using those numbers. Here on the x-axis you have the numbers. On the left side you have the how big are the numbers, and I used some ASCII characters to print out the graph. So this one is the graph, this one is the sand. Then it says the total amount of sand is 9. It calculates all the sand inside and asks the user if he wants to output the result in a text file. Let's say yes for the first time. Yes. Now it says that the output has been output to a text file called output of the program.txt. Let's search for that output now. And here it is. I could not use the same ASCII characters as inside the graph, as inside that command port, because they simply don't work inside Netport, so I had to use other ASCII characters, but the result is the same. Let me show you. Here it is. Exactly the same. Now it asks if you want to run the program again. Let's say yes. Again, now let's try the other two methods of input. Let's try manual input. And it says to input some numbers, a minimum of 2, and press -1 to finish. Let's input some random numbers. 4, 5, 7, and -1 to finish. Now this is, again, those are the numbers inputted. This is the graph with the sand, the total amount of sand. And now let's not print out the output in the text file. And again, it has an end message. Thank you for using this program. And it asks, do you want to output the program? Do you want to run the program again? Let's say yes. And choose the last method of input called random. And it prints out the graph randomly. In this case, those are the numbers. It prints out 30 numbers. Let's try to print out this one this time and see if it worked. Output program.txt. Yep, here it is. The same graph. Now let's try to close the program. 0. And it closed. And thanks for watching.